Well, hello. Okay, I think I'm ready. Oh my goodness, look at all these notifications. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Hey, you guys, how are you doing? Pardon the paint. I've got some paint on me. Yes, we have been busy looking at colleges. I had to do some touch up, finish some. Anyway, so I apologize. I'm a little messy. I wanted to get things wrapped up because we have such an amazing new moon coming up overnight in the wee hours. And you know, Aries is associated with new beginnings, you know, the first day of spring. Well, when you have that new moon in Aries, it's like it unleashes the energy finally. However, this one is going to be bonkers. I don't know what to expect. I expect it to be good and wonderful. I expect a lot of new stuff to be going on, and we're all going to see it. And I'm saying this because of our Pluto return that we had during the last new moon Pisces. That's why this past Pisces lunation cycle has been so absolutely bonkers insane. It was because of our Pluto return, and where Neptune is just kind of parked and sitting is over an eclipse point, and Jupiter is getting really close to there. So I am so excited to have this new moon. Finally, we're getting the last vestiges of winter out of here. Lordy, I hope it warms up here. And if you're on the eastern half of the U.S., it's like snowing. It's cold. It's really cold. I don't know. Usually I get really happy that the weather is going to shift warmer, especially after this Aries new moon. However, Aries ruler Mars is in Aquarius, fixed sign air in winter, applying conjunction Saturn. So that is like really, really, really icy cold. We'll see. Aquarius and Aries do beautifully together. There's some really interesting things I want to catch up on that was kind of blowing my mind away tonight. I finally got to look at the news, and apparently there's a lot of investigations going on. Wait till you see what's going down and who's in trouble. Holy crap. So let me say hello. Hi, you guys. Hi Mel. Hi Beth. Hi Sandra and Marie and Lotus, Linda, Electra, Charlie. Mel, the news has been popping today. It's been popping for a couple days. So we've been looking at schools, and I've been like trying to catch up with the news here and there in the background. I'm like, what in the world is going on? I believe the last time I went live, was it Monday? I was expecting a lot of news like Thursday and Friday. And wow, did we get some really amazing stuff the last like 48 hours or so. Ego. Whoops. Julie. Hi, Mary Hall. Hi, Carol Davis. Hi, Jan. Linda Sandoval. I'm hoping tonight I do not yet get another I know when you get when that happens with your nose. I know that is going on. It is horrific what's going on the other side of the world. things are going to change. I know I keep saying this, but we are not stuck and laboring in this awfulness like they did like 1941, 45. This is moving along quickly. Thank goodness. Hi, Michelle, my belle, and Carla. Okay, are we good on my... Did I say hello to everybody? Hi, Electra. Sharon Sipe. Okay. So, okay. Here we go. There's so much interesting stuff is happening. Like I told you a while ago, with our Pluto return, which was February 20th, 2022, I was inspired to start listening to the audiobook 1774, The Year of the Long Revolution. It's really good. You have to pay attention, though. You just cannot space out in this book at all. Because I wanted to know what the parallels were for USA Pluto return. Basically, we are reborn. Pluto made its entire orbit, finally, from the day we declared independence, July 4th, 1776. And I wanted to know, well, if we declared our independence in 1776 on July 4th, well, what was happening beforehand that caused us to say, no, we're declaring our independence? And the juicy part, astrologically, is in this year of 1774. Of course, it's all related to the T. There's a passing conversation briefly between Benjamin Franklin, brilliant astrologer, and John Hancock, the awesome signature. And they say, as what's happened in Boston with the dumping of the tea, England's going to hear about it. We don't know what they're going to say, but maybe we should think about our defenses here as a colony. Let's stick a pin in that and think about our own personal defenses, because they might not be happy. Now, you have to keep in mind, they couldn't just solve stuff like that in a day or two or a scheduled meeting, because it took 2 months for a ship to arrive from England. It took time for people to gather Parliament or the colonists to have a discussion, have meetings, and make a decision. And then it would take another 2 months for the result, the news, to reach abroad. So it's like these big things would happen, and it's like everyone had to kind of sit around 4 to 6 months to find out who said what. And then they had to get the news to travel amongst all these colonies. This is a really long, drawn-out process, but what happens is the detail in making these decisions. And there you have Ben Franklin, who's like, the astrologer can see the aspects, what's going on, and is like, I don't think they're going to be very pleased with this. Why don't we put together our defenses and think about that? And so now in 1775, you're not going to believe this, June 14th, 1775, is when the Congress, the colonists, officially declared that they had a division. I don't know if it's the Navy or the Army. Our first military division. I think it was I don't know. No, it was the Army. And then, like in October, was the Navy, and in November 1775 was the Marines, and then the Coast Guard, and then the Air Force was added in 1777 maybe. June 14th, 1775, that's Donald's birthday. It's also Flag Day. Isn't it weird that we would have the founding of our military on that particular date? It's a weird day. Also, Hawaii's, it's not Flag Day for Hawaii. It's the day Hawaii was annexed was June 14th. So they got their Army, their Navy, their Marines established in 1775. We declared our independence in 1776, and we went to war. We had the American Revolution, yada, 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 yada. So Pluto is rebirthing a nation. It's what gave birth to our nation. We had enough. We're our own independent nation, but now it's come back. And I've said this before: the silver lining with Don Julio and that god awful year of 2020 is it cleared out a lot of stuff that I think if we were just meeting our Pluto return cold, we would have been destroyed. It would have completely destroyed our nation. I don't think democracies traditionally survive more than 250, 300 years because of this transit. And Benjamin Franklin could not see Pluto at the time. So this new moon Aries is our first new moon Aries with our Pluto return, with our new bundle of joy, our new United States of America 2.0. And it's ruled by Mars. It is full of optimism and courage and strength. It's out on the frontier, ready for something new. It fights. Its sister Eris, F around and find out asteroid, is also in Aries. Now, in the USA Pluto return chart, the top of our chart has the sign Aries. That's crazy. So not only are we having this new moon in Aries as a new nation 2.0, it kicks off Aries season plus all of spring. I know we had our first day of spring 10 days ago-ish. This is what unleashes the energy. So we've been in this mutable, watery, kind of confusing, hazy energy, like news is disguised as one thing or another. It's just kind of nebulous. No, things are going to clear up quickly, and they're going to get started. Let me check in and say hi. How are you guys doing? Hi, never again. Marie Sutton, it's like Happy New Year. Yeah, it's a new zodiac year. Aries, the new moon unleashes the zodiac year, okay? I am just having a hard time talking. Yes, Marie, it's a first sign in astrology. Okay, I'm caught up with all you guys. Let's see if I do I have that chart handy of our Pluto return? Because that is such an important chart. Did I put this back? Did I put this? Come on. Okay, I thought that was going to happen. I'm totally not organized yet because we were traveling. I thought I put everything where it should be, and I did not. Or I'm just looking in the wrong place. But first, let us clear up some things. We'll get back to this new moon Aries. I want to show you. These are my notes. Do you see that? ACB and CT. ACB and Clarence Thomas. They are more in cahoots than I realized. And also with the East guy and Ginni. Like, you want to talk about the deep state? There you go. I was a little bit shocked by what I was seeing. So let's see if I can show this all to you in the best way possible. I know I'm going to be taking notes and I'm going to start writing stuff all over the place because I can already feel my itchy hands wanting some cards. And I'm still trying to figure out how to work with my giant whiteboard. I love it. Okay. So, this was the third quarter moon on Friday, March 25th. If you guys watched the prior, or if you were with me during the last live I did about this chart, there was this thing called a YOD that I was screaming about. I didn't know what it was symbolizing. A YOD in astrology is a special arrow. It's anchored by 60 degrees, And you have these two angles at 150 degrees that create a focal point. This is known as the finger of God. It's very consequential in death charts or accidents. It is very karmic and fated. So I can tell you, because this was pointing like from this side, the president, partners, to something hidden. But what it was pointing to, especially Ted Cruz, this was like a big thing pointing in Ted Cruz's blind spot. As I've been looking at this some more, I will tell you, these are all pages. This is basically what's been coming up. So it's like a conspiracy, 3 pages, 3 of Cups. That's my conspiracy thing. So this has been aimed powerfully in this area of secrets and hidden enemies. We've just now been starting to have some of that information trickle in the last 2 days about what's going on. So, of course, I'm like doing all these tarotscopes, DC, Beijing. I'm trying to follow the news best I can, but none of these tarotscopes, everything I'm looking at, nothing is getting plugged in together. Until last night I had a really loud pinging in my left ear while we were on the road. And I was like, something's up, something's happening. And I was getting a hint that had to do like with, who did I have down here? Pence. Oh, the 1AP, the First Amendment Praetorian, they're kind of like P-boys, those people, but were like protecting Stone and the 1AP. DeGeneva. Oh, he's in trouble. And then Ginni, and then the banks with the Republicans, attorneys general, like they're the ones that funded and organized this stuff. And then I kind of looked at Matt Gaetz because I'm like, he has to fit in here somewhere. Where on the perimeter he does. But then this is where it got really good. This is what I want to tell you about. So I think yesterday in the New York Times, there was an article about investigations being pursued in regards to the 1/6 rally organizers, members of the executive branch, investigating the Congress, the false electors, and VIP attendees. So while I'm doing this, then tonight I was like, I need to look at Justice Thomas, and then what's his relationship with J6? Ugh. And what's his relationship with the East guy? And then what does he think about GT, her text? Then I'm like, okay, he swore in ACB. She took the oath under him. And I'm like, what is him and ACB, their relationship? You guys, so much of this article about the investigations going on, ACB, Clarence Thomas, they get hit multiple times in multiple areas, more so than like Thomas and the East guy. When you're looking at rally organizers, the executive branch, the Congress, false electors, all of them. But the thing that ACB and Thomas had mostly in common is all this Russia and Putin. I just was shocked. So she's like the contact person. She has the moon card here. That's who I am. She's like the contact person for the China. Yeah, because actually the moon is like Russia, China. But she is the contact person. In fact, the world card here, that's how Putin sees himself. Then you look at where this world card is showing up. The Department of Justice investigating Congress, signifier, the world card. Investigating organizers, lands far away. We have the world card. Okay, this one I almost fainted with, but we have T and G means Thomas and Ginni. T and E means Thomas and East guy. Then we have T and, where is it? Oh, did I not even write them down? I think I didn't even bother because there was too much, so I wrote it all down here. God. So, down here, looking at these guys. Justice Thomas, ACB, who they are, what was giving them life for everything that was going on this past week. They had the Two of Swords, having to make a final decision. The Three of Swords, betrayal. The Three of Cups, conspiracy, the Fool. You know, indicted fools. Who lines up with that? Well, the banks with the Ragas, those who funded the J6. Who with a big question mark? That stands for who is in charge of Russia? Why Purdue resurfaced after 10 days. Three of Swords, betrayal, treason. DeGeneva. Oh my God, DeGeneva shows up in all the wrong places. We have Beijing has this in their secret, as well as Li, who is like the VP. In China, the Three of Cups, we have conspiracy. I have the armistice here, and that is from the date, the astrological chart, from when the Nazis surrendered. And I chose that because that asteroid was so prominent several times in this past week. So I wanted to know what's going on with the armistice, a surrender. Well, this, Justice Thomas, ACB, their conspiracy with the armistice, I don't know if that's surrender, but who else has this is Xi and Putin. What else is giving them life this week? The Fool in Washington, D.C., them. Putin, again. And what Xi's secret regarding Ukraine. I already have 1,000 questions, but let's we just need to look at these guys a little bit more. So we have Justice Thomas over here. You and ACB. There's so much spinning between them. I mean, we've got China, we have Russia, we have J6, we have... I think that's all I can do because I know these cards are already going to go bonkers. So I want to know, guys, what is your relationship to all of these things? And this is going to look like a big mess, I think, but I'm just really stunned by what I saw with these two. Oh. And what is your purpose, you guys, together? Okay? I was so stunned by their activity and those involved. You guys, and DeGeneva is powerfully here. He is so deep in there, it is insane. Justice Thomas, your relationship with all these things. This is who you are. ACB, who are you? You and Justice Thomas share a common purpose. What is it? What is your challenge? How does this relate to China? And G. What happened at January 6th? Oh boy, I need lots of cards for this. What is your relationship to what's going on over here? Excuse me. I ate several hours ago. I don't know why I'm belching like that. And then the Russia and Putin. Okay. The United States of America. Yes. News coming in, going out of the United States of America. Holy crap. My once card I discovered tonight. These are people that approach the executive branch. Okay? Usually someone from a foreign nation, but this is approach to the executive branch. Dream. Let's implant some ideas. Go undercover with some things so that people don't see. And we're going to fight. So this is what this is about. News coming in and out of their messengers. They get information coming in from abroad that goes directly to the executive branch. Okay. Get a drink of this. Thomas, who are you? Oh, yes. Yes. It's like, does he even need another card? See, this is my yes card. Yes, which happens to look like the High Priestess. Yes, he's got some secrets. Can I get a clarifier for this yes card? My yes cards, they are the point person for something, okay? This is where stuff is initiated. Yes, fool? I know there's a ton of investigations going on about it, but this involves a new start, a new beginning for if the J6 happened. Think of the coup, okay? So outsiders approaching the executive branch about this new start they want to have. He's the freaking point person. ACB, she takes the information and she blends it. He probably talks to her. She looks at the law. I'm feeling who's advising her over here in the shadows. There's some dark money group. These are the dark groups that are advising her on what we're going to make up. Okay. So these two together, this is Thomas. Page of Cups, reversed. He always delivers the bad news. And she, lay low, I'm new. This is intelligence she is getting from somewhere else that she's blending with. Why does he have this Page of Cups? Bad news nightmare. I'm just going to zip it and be quiet. And when you hear me talk, I'm going to freak everybody out. He's the bearer of the bad news. Together, their common purpose. Make sure justice and democracy doesn't quite function correctly. Mess things up. Get things derailed. Stop world democracies from expanding. Stop it. We're going to give an alternate version of the law to interpret, and meaning USA defenses, we are going to be less safe as such. We are finding openings to poke through arguments and defenses and to turn established law and the things that we defend on its head. The challenge is I'm not going to take action on any of this stuff. We're just not going to take action. We're just going to sit back and just let it fall apart. Basically is their role. That's what they're doing together. When it comes to the China, there you go, the Ten of Pentacles. They're the dynasty with the money. because Russia doesn't have it anymore. This is also Trump dynasty. This is the connection through Trump dynasty to China dynasty. And that is Xi. The connection to the White House is staying in charge and keeping power. That is what their job is. Over here, Russia, Putin. Because we're doing that, this is our opportunity. This is our opportunity that we are given this new money, this new power, this brand shiny new everything that we love from the Russia. And it's secret. We're going to deliver what Russia wants because we have this new opportunity. What have you guys been offered? Been offered what? Intelligence. You've been offered, yeah. This is like a back channel of information. 10 of Swords. To ruin stuff, to kill things off, to end things. This is how you're being advised. Kill off Roe. Let's kill off voting rights. Let's kill democracy. J6, these two lovers, we're breaking up with democracy. That is what the conspiracy is. Even though these guys are all in cahoots together, this reversed, this is about breaking apart USA from democracy and our Constitution through the law. Ruin democracy through the law, through justice. Over here, Ukraine. No, my no card is I'm a point person for a cover-up. Covering up discussions and talks going on in Ukraine. So I can only imagine this has to do with all the propaganda that comes out that Rudy and all of them try to promote here, including Senator Johnson. They're getting their instructions about how to handle Ukraine because these are their secret conversations. So they're being told, what are you being told about Ukraine as a justice? There's a real story of what's going on out there. And we're going to quash that. We're not going to pay attention to that. And we do not want Ukraine to succeed with democracy. We are going to bring some mighty burdens to Ukraine. Make this as heavy and hard as possible. What does Putin gain from this with them doing that? He gets what he wants. He's going to get what he wants because of them. Bending the will, bending the rules to ruin this. What does China get out of doing this to Ukraine? I just got Xi like, well, not anymore. Putin ruined everything. Endings. What do you get? You get death out of this? Oh, you get to kill Ukraine. We're going to kill Ukraine. Why do you want to kill Ukraine? Queen of Pentacles, queens are nations, because of resources, and it's going to be a one great big huge territory shared by the Russia, China. What do you think about this J6 investigation and where these justices sit, China? What do you think about what's going on? It's an attack. They view that as an attack by the devil. The devil is also the United States Constitution. So they want to attack the Constitution. They are telling people Who are you telling what to do about our Constitution? You're telling people, Five of Cups, be disappointed in democracy. It's not going to work. Here are some other things to consider. I've got a new plan for you to talk about. Okay, the dog is drinking water loudly. I'm sorry. Pootie, what do you think about J6? What's going on with you here? He does not like this. He has no influence, no control, no money. He's got no offers going to through people to talk about. And Seven of Wands can't fight back. Who is the Seven of Wands? This Seven of Wands showed up as, who is it? I just saw this. Who is the Seven of Wands? The VIP attendees at the January 6th thing. He can't reach them. He can't contact them. He can't bribe them. But he's the influence that goes straight to that. Crazy. I gotta let the dog out. I'll be right back. And I'm going to check in with you guys. Okay, you going to go out? There we go. It's like my dog knows we're going to get started, so he likes to be here. How are you guys doing? Oh, thank you very much. Queen, please turn on transcripts. Okay. I will look into that, Dr. Nancy. Yes, we have to vote. Vote, vote, vote. Shelby, I'm old enough to remember the band Tears for Fears. They have 2 songs. Way ahead of the time, everybody wants to rule the world. I remember that. I think I was a sophomore in high school. Thanks, Snow Wolf. Okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Nancy Lee. Oh, whoops. I just lost that. Okay. Let me have some water. What? Oh, and I saw some cards as I was looking at the investigations. Like, you know, when I do a couple of cards on the ascendant, you know, like kind of the card of the reading, that I was getting these 2 card combinations that were showing up. One of them, the Department of Justice investigating Congress. Well, we have the Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands. That is G. The Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands. You know, my Six Wands mob. Oh, it's not here. So that came up as G, his op. See, he thinks I'm telling you, China is so much behind this. And then, DeGeneva had the Department of Justice investigating members of the executive branch. DeGeneva came. The tarot said, look for the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Wands. That's DeGeneva. And then he kept coming up with other people. I'm like, what are you doing? And then the covert operation by G and his lieutenant, the second in charge person. It's the Five of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. It is just so interesting how this... Oh, and then look at here. David Purdue. I happen to do him up here. His tarotscope. He had the Two of Swords and the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, the burdens, the Two of Swords, decisions to be made. Well, when I got down here and did DOJ investigating false electors, the Ten of Wands and Two of Swords came up here. So he's wrapped up in that as well. Hopefully he won't be running. You know what? Let's find out about Purdue, because what office is he running for? Is he running for Senate again? He's up because I think, was it Reverend Warnock? I think they had to have a special election because that lady, it was like a partial term. She was temporary until they had the election for the remainder of that seat. And I think that's the election that's coming up. And I think Purdue might be running for that. Can you guys check that for me? I was in my first year of college when that sang. It was such a great song. Hi, Holly Coleman. So, David Purdue has something to do with these, and I think, He's running for something. He is running for something. So I want to know, David Purdue. Hi, Roma Smith. Hi, Quinn. Love you. What is David Purdue running for? He's running for something. Show me David. I want to see David Purdue and his role with false electors. Show me David Purdue. False electors. What does he do? That's to be determined. Lowell H. Governor of he's running for governor of Georgia. Oh, he's running against because Brian Kemp is out of good graces with Don Holyoke. Oh. Okay. And is that this fall? Gosh, I can't stand Brian Kemp either. I'm not even going to Stacy. Okay, we're just talking about these yahoos. Okay. So this is DP running for it, and then I think we have this guy. Okay. Oh, happy April Fool's Day. And then Brian Kemp. What a mess, Georgia. Purdue and false electors. This is them running for governor. But I want to know, we've got these issues. We've got false electors. We've got what's going on with the Fulton County DA. I cannot even remember what that case is about, but it has to do with the election and the fraud with interference. And let's just write crime, because oh my God, what a mess. What a train wreck. Purdue with those electors. Like, what's the outcome for these guys with this election and these things? Dave Purdue. Oh, dang, I just got two. What'd you do with this case in front of the Fulton County? Oh, she's the attorney. Is she the attorney or the district? I can't remember. And you're just crime in general. And then Brian Kemp, did you have anything to do with false electors? Oh, he doesn't want anyone to know. He kind of was. And then with what's going on in Fulton County, oh God, I got another huge eye roll from him. And then you're just general crime, Brian Kemp. God, these people are gross. Oh, Seven of Wands. Who was this? Didn't I just say the VIPs attending January 6th? Something from the past. And the government. So we have Purdue. What was his role with the false electors? To overturn the election for President Biden. This has been undecided. The moon. Oh, Russia, China. What's your link to Russia, China? That isn't known yet. I think it's going to be found out. I don't know how you separate these guys from this. Yeah, because he's got that secret card. Yes, he was totally related to these false electors. The Queen of Swords. This is another, it could be another nation, which is usually the Queen of Swords, that would be China. But it could also be the courts. What's at the foundation of this for Dave Purdue? The Republican Party. So here he is. He's going to run for governor. He has broken away from democracy, the U.S. values. And he's trying to get away with this campaign of anti-democracy. Brian Kemp, he has got a lot of problems he does not want people to know about. Lots of fallout. But he's got momentum. He's trying to ignore this because he's got some momentum. This is going to affect the election for him with these false because the emperor. Who's this emperor? This emperor told you what? This is the emperor. I'm telling you, this is China. China is so involved in... Let's just say China, Russia, Trump are telling him with the false electors. These are instructions from another government. This is China. Setting something up. Oh, God. It's like he's getting the whole narrative script from them to kill off democracy and other opponents. That's what's being transmitted. It's like they're all doing his work for him. That's what all these guys do. They just sit around and wait for the talking points because everyone sets everything up in the background. When it comes to whatever is going in Fulton County, there's news about that for him. And he's just going to try to fight it off. They are all fighting this so hard. That's the only thing they know, to obstruct. And crime in general... He's got to pick pick your poison. Which crime? Well, which crime is it that's going to hurt you? There we go. Scales of justice. What's with this justice? No, I was going to say I wondered if this was China's justice because they like to get things balanced out and neat because they don't like chaos. But there you have the treason card. So Brian Kemp... His relationship to false electors, power move. Power move. Were you left out or did you pass? He passed. And Queen of Wands Purdue said, you better pass on him. With the Fulton County DA, we've got, there's a plan to deal with that. What are you dealing with? He's just going to lay low. Never mind this. Crime in general. It's pretty hopeless. He's got so much crime. There's the courts and judgments over him that he's tried to hide in the past. He's tried to hide in the past, make it come off as something else, but that back door is still open. To take action. He didn't want to this. Okay, so this is in the past. He got news from Donald trying to make an offer, but he passed on that action. He passed on Donald, which is leading to what? Oh, son. So is he going to be the one? Is he going to get more votes because of that? Well, the sun, too, this was Amy Coney Barrett and Putin in the 6th house of service. So, I'm not sure what this is. There's just so much crime. It's just a joke. I can't believe these people are so... So, let me check in with you guys. How are you doing? Yes, lol. That everyone has one of those Mr. Epps's. Backroom deals. Kavanaugh Thomas, yep, they are so in the thick of it. I think it was Medicare fraud. I think I thought it was the guy before Dave Purdue that was in the fraud, that was in the cabinet and he had to walk away. I can't even keep these guys. Danny Willis is county DA. I thought it was the lady, her name was Fanny. Or did you mistype? Yeah, ACB is dark and nasty, but it's coming through how tight she and Clarence are. I mean, I mean, it's just like, is she part of the family already? Did they adopt her? Because that's how tight she is in with them. So those were some things. I know there were more things I wanted to share with you guys. Just looking at this. There's Putin. Let's see. Putin's boss. Who's in charge? They've got a real problem with what to do about Putin. This was the ping. God, Jennifer, he's a mess. Yeah, but I will tell you, all these, so I will tell you that these guys, ACB and Thomas, our intel, our defense, Millie and Joint Chiefs, they've got something they're working on against that. The CIA, it's all over it. I mean, it's just, they've been at this for over 2 months. Now, remember, J6 happened, and then we found out 6 months later about ANOM. Remember those FBI apps that were likely being used on J6? Who knows what other apps were using, encrypted apps that were created by the FBI? And that thing had been around for 2 years, so I don't know why these guys think they're going to get out of it, because they're not. But let's, here. I do want to do the chart with you guys. I feel like I've been so behind lately. I do want to do this chart. Let's do the TAROTSCOPE for this new moon. It is in just a couple hours. Oh, Garland spoke strong today. I did not see that. There's so much stuff I have missed. So much stuff. Okay, where's the horoscope for this new moon? Oh, please don't tell me I left it downstairs. Please don't tell me that. Ah! Is this it? Nope. Okay. I am just going to have to draw this out. I do have a picture of it, though. It is a very interesting chart. So, this new moon in Aries. Oops. That doesn't look like a circle. It is at, it's at 2:24 a.m. in DC. Okay? I am just going to pick just some things. So on the ascendant, this is the east, this is the west, this is where the sun rises. So this is what's giving life to our new moon. And we're like, hello, new moon Aries. Oh God, it is 7 degrees Capricorn. So this is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is over here in the second house. Very interesting. And that also means we have Pluto in the first house. And then at the very top of this chart is very interesting. This is 0 degrees Scorpio. This is 0 degrees Taurus. The highest point of the chart, the lowest point of the chart. This 10th house is everything that we see in the skies, like all the news that we've been seeing this week. But 0 degrees Taurus, can you see there? Sorry. Here. President Biden's moon is 0 degrees Taurus, and he was also born under a full moon. I don't think it was an eclipse. So this very much has to do, and he's a Scorpio, what he's doing in the skies. It's like our whole nation is being grounded into a lot of stability, new starts, our values, and comfort just from his moon being present here. His sun is in Scorpio, so he's very comfortable with these energies. The only thing I don't like about this is that, you know, Mars and Saturn and Aquarius are squaring this, and there's just going to be some really wicked weather come middle of spring, I think. And so over here, where the sun sets, that is 7 degrees Cancer. Donald's Mercury is 8 degrees Cancer. So his kids, I think, are going to be under fire during the spring. USA Sun is about here. But this Aries, this new moon is going to take place at 11 degrees Aries, is where the sun and the moon are. Marie Sutton. Glenn Kirshner today spoke about Garland. It was reported that Garland has been issuing subpoenas for the last 2 months to legislators. What? Can I get a little more information on that? To like Congress? Holy crap. Talk about keeping a good secret. He's working on J6. Okay. So, in this chart, okay, so this is, again, this new moon, Aries, is down here, taking place in the 3rd house, communications. USA moon is over here. We have no planets in the skies over DC. Here's USA sun. So, this is where the sun was, Cancer 13, 1776. Even our new sun, which is at Pisces 2. Oh, do I have something to tell you about that? There are no planets in the skies, which means these are all on the other side of the world. So what our nation will be dealing with then, with this Aries new moon, is everything going on over there. If there's stuff going on the other side of the world involving the United States, go check that news because it's happening here. We're so interconnected with it. You can't separate it. And then we have Mars here and Saturn. So we are not going to really, oh boy. So we have our Pluto return. This moon is in Aries. It is going to come into a really hard square. You know, you guys, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I can't even wrap my head around how much change and flux is happening. Okay, and we're just going to have to basically deal with it. Because our Pluto return that we had, February 20th, that point rolls over 3 times in 2022. So we're going to have these massive did the last month feel like a massive shakeup? That's going to happen 2 more times. And we haven't even had eclipses yet. When we have eclipses, oh my God, they're going to happen over here and here. Oh my God. The full moon Scorpio come May whatever. Hold on. I just got a headache thinking about it. I haven't even looked at cards. It is going to be wild. But because POTUS is comfortable with these energies, he's going to bring a lot of stability and leadership by default. Okay? Let me get my astrology cards. So I'm sorry, it is going to be a rough ride this year. Just because so many things are getting shaken up, okay? But you all have been through the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. You've been through 3 Jupiter-Pluto conjunctions. You've been through the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction. You went through 6 eclipses in 2020. Then you adjusted to all of that fallout in 2021. You guys have been through a pandemic. You're still standing. Can you guys do 2022? I think so. I think we got this. I think we can do it. It's just there's kind of this war thing going on. Okay. Yeah, Mars conjunct Saturn is coming up. So, let's lay out the astrology cards. What's going on in DC with this new moon Aries? First house. Secret. That works. What is crown? And the law. This feels like a lot of public servants are in trouble. New moon Aries, new zodiac season. Upright, this is a good sign. USA and her partners. Solar eclipse revolution, something new with the sun. Usually when this hits Donald, it's hard. Like, I think this has to do with Donald. Destiny. There's that yacht again with destiny. And the truth is coming out. So, that is interesting. Okay, we have 7H. Saturn truth. Gosh, the yacht. And then the solar eclipse. First house. Who are we? Sagittarius, I see what's going on the other side of the world with the war. I see the law. I'm getting a lot of Department of Justice here. The secret. Gemini, I think this is Donald. He's the only one that comes up with this card. Gemini, I think. The hidden enemy are the messages. We're getting those messages. That is very interesting because this says third house messages. That is where this new moon is occurring. Oops, 11th house networks, friends. Oh, wait. Part of fortune increase. This is like the Wheel of Fortune, but it's reversed. This is some bad luck for somebody. Crowning Washington, D.C. Jupiter return benefits. POTUS's son is here. He's going to have some really good luck happening and helping things out. This 9th house lands far away, but I feel like it's the justice. Cancer, I feel. I'm not sure what this is about. Usually it's kind of AI and it's kind of the trends that are out there. This is, if this is Don Julio, these are the intercepts. These are like more texts. This is the stuff that we know exists, but we can't see and we get records of later. Shared resources. Mercury. reversed. The shared resources. This feels like two different messages, intercepted messages. Also like the real stuff that maybe we don't see yet. This has been very active. Like this, 2 weeks ago at the full moon, we had Biden had this over here. China had this over here. I think we're still working on messages, intercepts from abroad. But this had to do with our part. Wait, what was it? The lunar eclipse change. I think lunar eclipse, that's it. Oh, okay, my throat just went totally dry. This is what it is. Some time ago, this is China. The solar eclipse revolution, that is China. The lunar eclipse change, this is reversed. That's more like a Russia. This is more like a Russia card. So something is getting eclipsed, like an eclipse click. These are how they're acting. Russia's going to get their butt handed to them, like with the law. And what's going on with their war? 6th house, public servants. Oh my gosh, the 6th house, public servants, your routine, the military. They're in trouble. They are in freaking trouble. They're in trouble, you guys. 5th house of the sun, we've got, there's a big secret our administration has, and they're not letting anybody know. Still not, but I like that this has moved into the 5th house of the sun with President Biden. He has, it's like he has everything he needs, but he's still keeping this secret. 4th house USA defenses, Mars force. Well, that is interesting. I hope this does not mean war, but this is also defending USA. Keep an eye on that. 3rd house, comms. 12th house, escape. There are communications we're still trying to get. Secrets. Messages. There's something going on in tandem here. Second, our substance, our values, our communications. We've got Mars and Saturn here. You guys, something feels like it's on a major collision course with communications, stuff being uncovered. Like it is earth-shattering. Let me check in with you guys. How are you guys doing? How are you doing? Oh, okay. The Hague. Yeah, well, that May 15th, 16th, blood moon, lunar eclipse. Oh God, I saw these eclipses earlier. Now it's coming back to me. I hate these eclipses. I'm sorry I'm using such strong language because I believe that one, there's only one eclipse out of the 4 in 2022 that does not cover the United States. All of these cover North and South America. In fact, there's an eclipse that is very similar to the one January 21, 2019, which was the beginning of the ending of Donald. There's another, that one was at 0 degrees Leo. Look at, we're at 0 degrees Scorpio Taurus. There is an eclipse that is very similar to that one, and the eclipse path is very similar, and that one was the beginning of the end, the one that I always called it. Okay, so let's just leave this out here. Show me President Biden. Or no, show me DC. We're just going to add all these people on here. What's going on in DC with this new moon Aries? Nope, that's not it. Okay, what is going on? We have the Emperor. Fighting back. Okay, so this is what's giving life to this chart. The Emperor is Aries. Represents Aries. We've got it right here. The Seven of Wands having the upper hand. The Sun and Moon, the President and the people fighting back. Laying low on some things. And we've got the government. I just got the government giving the go card, the green light. There is something with software, I don't know, hacking, what that we are actively countering the China, and I don't think they have a clue what it is. But there is something in the mix that is like being planted. It's being worked on. I just remember I just saw that the other day. I was like, well, that is interesting. Okay. So who are you? Ooh, this Aries new moon. There is some new action. Look at that. There is some new action. We've got that with Aries and Mars. Look at all this action. And the law? What kind of action? New moon in Aries. Breaking things down. Taking some action where they were tempering things before, but now what are you going to do? On those trees and weasels. I think they have what they need on those trees and weasels. Because the secret related to Gemini, his agreements, who did you have an agreement with? The mafia. And the hidden enemy, third house messages, they're going to have to forfeit. The networks at this new moon, there's an influence campaign, or usually this increases odds for something that they want, but this is reversed. So what does this mean? We're getting the moneyed news on this. These favorite. Hello, FBI. There you go. Hi. How you doing? Crowning this in the skies of DC with this new moon in Aries is news. Look at all these pages. What kind of news? How things were run back and forth. Data, money. Relating to what? How can we pull this off? How can we pull this off for the Six Wands mob? For our outside foreign influences, we are going to be getting a lot more news about how this was shared among intel agencies outside of the United States. But the news was coming in here, and people here, the Two of Pentacles, were using it. Ninth house lands fire. Oh, there's that big secret with the Rusher. And Donald, the King of Pentacles, King of Data. It could be Donald. It could be the secret talks they were having. Donald, it could be Xi. It could be Putin, but Putin doesn't have any money anymore. Okay, I think these are people in the U.S. then. Making things happen in the U.S. Shared resources. I think that's the war. That's the world war. Russia, China. I think they want to drag us into war. We're going to have to make some judgments about what's going on there. And there's that Sun of Revelation on how we're going to take action to deal with Russia and China in Ukraine and what they're doing. There are going to be some big things happening here, especially with that Mars, Saturn opposite that with these eclipses. Oh boy. Seventh house partners up. The Six of Cups. So this has been Putin wanting to take Ukraine. Reversed. The lunar eclipse card is usually related to Russia. And he's been terribly unsuccessful. Knight of Pentacles. King of Wands. Yeah, he can't make this happen. What happens to Putin here? Strength. Are these all the people who are in it? Justice. These are all the participants. But now we have Justice and Angry Xi. Again, things are going to be developing. This partner opposition, that's going to be developing some more. 6th house public servants, you guys. Where they got their money, their power, their opportunity, the offers that were made to them through Donald. For what? To do me a favor, though, and put his plans out there. And how they got paid off. That's coming. 5th, I need some more cards. 5th house of the sun, President Biden. The King of Swords. The courts. He's got a plan. He is ready to use it. He will use it with the correct timing. He's ready to go. Mars force defenses here on the ground. A bear in Russia. A bear in Russia is going to pay. We are going to see to it that Putin's out, that they're done. 3rd house comms. Disruption. Ending this. Ending this chaotic, how they were trying to end the J6, I think this is related to J6. Because a lot of people in government were tasked with, ending investigations and just overturning stuff. 2nd house, our substance, our values. There you go. The Queen of, this is bankrupting Putin, China. They are SOL. I don't know if these are sanctions. They're working. They are freaking working. How are you guys doing? Will the U.S. get low? Will the U.S. government end up letting go of intel on the wealthy to stop the possible war then? You know what? Oh, whoops. If they do, that's going to be, I think, way down the line. Like, you know how things are classified for decades? I could see it falling into that. What am I doing here? Yeah, I'm getting that anytime soon. We will only get what we need to get because the wealthy intel. I mean, you have Abramovich, who's friends with Jared, and Ivanka, who's trying to broker, a deal between Ukraine and Russia, but he's been poisoned. So there's no way the U.S. government is going to compromise sources' methods or anyone who's involved in getting something done. Jared spoke today on January 6th. Okay, who do we want to do a Taroscope on? That was D.C. What do you want a Taroscope on in Washington, D.C.? Who is reportedly blind? Who are we talking about? Speaking of reportedly blind, I saw this commercial today. I could not get it out of my head. I want to say it's for eye drops named it's not Vitality, but it's something like that. And they're eye drops so you don't have to wear your reading glasses anymore. Your eyes just naturally focus. And even in the commercial, the people wearing their reading glasses, they're like, wait, what are you saying? They're prescription eye drops. You have to get from your optometrist, and then you don't need reading glasses. Okay, I am signing up for that. I am very interested to know about that. Hey, Bram. Oh, yes. Oh, Roma Vuiliti. Is that? I don't know how to spell it. Vuility. Oh, Dawn, sorry for your loss. Oh, let's send some love to Dawn. Love to Dawn. Okay. What's going on with Merrick Garland? Department of Justice. See, I don't know if we want to ask Merrick Garland, because I'm telling you, that Lisa Monaco is a lot more interesting. And she's got a lot more information. But, and Vice President Harris, you guys, she is directing so much of this in the background. I'm going to grab 2 decks. We're going to do Department of Justice, and we're going to do VP Harris. Okay? We're going to do VP Harris first, and then I will do DOJ / Merrick Garland, Lisa Monaco. Okay? Vice President Harris. What are you working on? Because you're like, she's in the middle of everything, you guys. We wouldn't be getting this stuff done without. I am telling you, she is a force to be reckoned with, more so than Elisa Monaco. Vice President Harris. Yep, she's like, just doing my job. You guys, she's so talented. She's so good. Because when she was a senator, she never lost her security clearance. And I think she still retained her clearances that she had when she was California's Attorney General. And she had a lot of stuff on, you know, the GOP. She knew a lot then. So look at, see how this goes so easy. She's getting her job done. DOJ. All you guys may be working with Vice President Harris. What are you guys working on? What's happening this new moon Aries? What can we expect? Oh, Oh boy. Well, someone's going to have to follow the rules. I can feel that energy of Lisa Monaco and Vanita Gupta. They work so, they are like a machine. See, I told you, they're like a machine. They get stuff done. Vice President Harris. Well, she's got some valuable information that she's sharing. I think she is the one who is integrating and sharing information with who needs to know. Because I'm telling you, Joint Chiefs and Millie, CIA Burns, came up with a lot this past week. So I think she's kind of like going in between all these. Setting something up, walking away. Are we not supposed to know these things behind this cloud? Oh! She has the conversations. Between Vice President Harris knows what is being shared on comms between like the Russia or China and what's being transmitted here. 7th house partners. That China. Oh my God. And the DOJ has some really strong cases going on here. Mum's the word. Zip. But we've got it going. We've been doing this for several months, and we're gathering more, and we've got agreements. So in this first house here, what's going on? 6, 5. 6, 5, 4. Here we go. Oh, what? Okay, this supposed to be over here. VP Harris. Well, what do you know? She's got the goods and the information, and she is the one who has the part of fortune and good timing. It's the networks over here that do not. Oh, sorry, my hair's all over the place. What do we have over here? Sagittarius IC, she sees what's going on abroad with the law, and DOJ, G came up with him being the devil, the quarter moon, and they have all the money. So there's something going on with China, you guys. There's something going on. So this is what she's working on with what she has. And the DOJ has intercepts and laying low, getting more information. The secret, we've got Gemini. This is Don Julio, Vice President Harris. Secret is the fight. The secret is jamming all those mofos up so they don't know what's going on, so they don't know what judgments are going to be handed down. This is kind of like covering up so you don't give any leads away. That's her secret. Because the judgments are there from DOJ. We're just waiting for the right time. The hidden enemy then are the comms, Vice President Harris, that she's got on the transnational mob. The Six of Wands, Six Wands mob, Trump, Putin, G, Netanyahu, all of them. Yeah, they are their own worst enemy because they are sloppy and they aren't careful. The area of networks and friends. Vice President Harris, Four of Swords. Where was it? Right here. She's got something, the DOJ, they have this locked down. It could be like software. It could be some sort of intercept, but they're laying low. They have all their information about January 6th, the riots. So if this is about J6, they're winding down then. Things are not increasing. They're winding down. What's crowning Jupiter return benefits? Vice President Harris, she's got the upper hand. He's definitely got the upper hand. DOJ, the mafia now has to comply by the rules because here's the government. They can't go scorched earth anymore. It's like they've been caught. And this mafia too can be GQP, you know, all of them and their minions. The law is catching up with them. Vice President Harris lands far away. Or Department of Justice, she knows who committed treason and betrayal. And the DOJ, look at that. It's just a matter of timing and when it comes out. I feel like this is more, they've got everything they need. We're just working on orchestrating all these parts and pieces because we're in the middle of an information war and an actual war. Eighth house shared resources, Vice President Harris. Is this justice as injustice or... Oh, justice as in a Supreme Court justice? And their secrets that I told you! ACB, Thomas, these are the problems for the Supreme Court, the judicial branch. Oh my God. This is your partner or your adversary. She's got a plan. They've got a plan. The DOJ is providing some clarity on what's hiding behind the Seven of Cups. Whoops. A revelation. This was pointing more to the Russia and Putin. But I think this might have to do with how maybe sixth house public servants were conspiring. That's going to be revealed from another nation. Sixth house public servants. Vice President Harris. She's working with the law. The law. are public, maybe it's those 131 lawyers that are helping out with J6. And the star. The star, this is their target. What's going on with this target? What's going on with this target? Whoops. The target and the Queen of Wands, which is likely Putin, because queens are nations and Putin often comes up like this. So we've got a target related to the Russia. There's the FBI. And Putin. Wow. Fifth house of the sun. Biden has a secret. They're rather tight-lipped about it. Vice President Harris. These are intercepts, like ANOM, listening to information, getting those texts sent, and having some discussions with the Department of Justice on how they want to proceed with this. They have more than enough information. USA defenses. We have this Mars in force down here, Vice President Harris. That is the Trump dynasty. And this is China again. Two of Pentacles. These guys, when they are laundering data, you know, here, yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, Page Pentacles, okay, yeah. Okay, so there is a force to be reckoned with here in the U.S., defending U.S. national security from the transnational mob, the family, and people here in the U.S. who are laundering data. We've got the intercepts, we've got the information, and there's more treason. Third house comms, Vice President Harris. Putting an end to something. The propaganda, the machine. Okay, Department of Justice, what is this Eight of Pentacles? Because this is usually like our, public servants, like, Heritage Action Tuesday, we put this out here, here's your script. Kind of like that. Queen of Swords. That is screaming overseas. Vice President Harris, what are you putting an end to? Oh, they're discussing how to end these comms. This whole... Oh, my God. I think they're trying to figure out how to bust up this conspiracy, this thing that they got going abroad. With Russia, China, because this is really bad. This is so bad. Second house, income gains, our substance. Vice President Harris, she's very strong. She has strength in all these facets, these areas, what's good for the United States. DOJ is working quickly. There's Merrick Garland. We're coming up to the end. What's the end? That is interesting because they both have this right here. Something is coming to an end for good. Justice Department. What's this? P-Boys. This global operation. It might be related to nationalism, but how they manipulate defenses everywhere. They have to bring an end to that. That's crazy. Let me check in with you guys. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yes, RBG. Yeah, she is. Okay. There is, though, yeah, there's so much going on. Oh, the drops are called VUITY for the eyes. VUITY. I'm going to get those. Okay. So what time is, okay. So you guys, I'm going to end it here. Oh, there goes my throat. I just wanted to catch up on a couple things. get a tarotscope going for our new moon in Aries, which is in the middle of the night. I hope I can come on tomorrow and do some new moon Aries wishes, contracts with you guys, because this is really important. But again, we're on spring break, and tomorrow is kind of crazy with our schedule. But you guys, you're gonna wake up tomorrow. It's gonna be a brand new day. I'm speechless because this Pluto return chart has Aries in the skies over DC. In the USA chart, it's Libra over the skies over DC. So everything, the fighting that's been on the ground about rights and laws, we could never see before because we would always talk about justice and the scales of justice. But it's like now all the fighting that we're doing on the ground about someone's rights and responsibilities is getting the airtime because we all understand we are rooted in the scales of justice. It doesn't have to be, center stage all the time anymore. Okay? 136 new to DOJ. Wow. Okay. So that's that. Yes, please hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this. I will see you soon. I can't wait for this new moon Aries. Yay, because this winter was kind of a drag, you guys. Kind of a drag, right? Okay. You guys have a good evening. Thank you. Thank you, moderators, and thank you for your wonderful donations. They're always appreciated. So, good night. Have a good night, a good evening. Good night, Electra. Bye, Lowell. Thank you. Thank you, Luis. Nice to see you. And have a good night. Good night, Holly Coleman. We'll see you soon. Okay, bye. Thank you, Spiritual Seeker. Good night.